Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Coming back to you with another Saitachain video. Now look y'all, I know that I made a video yesterday, and that was a video that I had recorded a little bit before we had the price update. So I did know the price, okay, of now, which is now Saitachain, but it looks like the price is updating. Now of course we're back to fluctuating again between that 3 zeros and 2 zeros. So that is good, y'all, that we are able to see the day again where we kill another zero. And you just have to expect good things from, well, in my opinion, I have to expect good things. I like what I'm seeing from the team. We're getting a lot of our updates right now. And like I said, yeah, I was okay with the switch. Now, some individuals still have a problem with the switch. Me, myself, I would say this to people. Don't linger on the past, okay? Do not hold on to the past a lot. Try to start seeing the good in some of the investments, especially if you are investing into some of these investments. If you criticize a lot of the investments that you are in, okay, you will never be consistent with staying in them. You will always be flip-flopping in and out of projects. And the thing is, in my opinion at least, all right, because everybody have their own belief. In my opinion, through what I've seen through my 9 years of investing, is that longevity works, okay? At least it has worked for me. It may not work for everybody else, but it has worked for me. And like I said, I have tried a lot of short-term stuff, and I've tried long-term, and what works for me was long-term. So I would not always hop on a lot of the negative. Me, I don't pay attention to any of the negative. Just like when the Saitachain crew had the switch. Okay, it did not bother me because I knew that we had an overall good team behind it. Like I said, we had a team. The team even before this team, what we're saying now, I thought was a good team. Like I said, sometimes they do not see eye to eye, okay, or they'll have a kind of a disagreement on the direction that they want the project to go, and sometimes you just need a switch, okay. But I was okay with it. We see it, and then we see some very good results still coming even after we're made our big moves, and we've made some small moves, like we had the pancake swap announcement. All right, and like I said, some people may look at that as a small move, but me myself, I looked at it as, hey, I look at it as a big move. All right, I look at everything as a big move because when you look at crypto as a whole, you just do not really have a lot of developers out there that are consistent. All right, now you have some developers that may say, well, this is our roadmap, this is our blueprint of what we want to do, but to the average investor out there, and you look, the average investor world, I mean, the average creators world out there that's creating all of these products, developers, the average developer is an average Joe developer. Okay, a lot of them are coming from that 9 to 5 space. They're new into this, and you got some that are not new, that have been in the game for a while, but they are just tedious with their movement. They're tedious what they can do, and that's understandable too. Some of them have the resources to move the way they should, but they don't move that way. Okay, and then you have some developers that are not positioned to really move like that. Okay, and it may be a little bit of how they set up the roadmap, how they got a lot of revenue coming in that's allocated here and there. Some of them just may be set up the wrong way, and when you look at crypto now, it's pretty hard to really. I'm not going to say it's hard, but it could be time consuming to start over and position yourself the right way. I know that some developers a little while back, they were in a position to where they did not want to redo contracts or create certain contracts to position the technology within, the project to set them up the right way. That's the same thing with a lot of these swaps out here. A lot of those individuals that are behind those swaps, they just do not want to break it down and fix it up. Okay, even if that means that there's a way that they can give you better security, okay, when it comes to your investments. All right. That's why I have a problem with the Uniswaps and the pancake swaps of the world, because a lot of them focus less on security. All right. I know that when Saitama was going into V2, there were a lot of emphasis on security. They wanted to outdo every swap out here, and I believe they have when it comes to security. And that was their biggest focus. That's what they talked about, and they talked about that since the beginning, since the project was passed down to Russ in the game. Okay, and they have stood on it. Okay, you see the results that we're getting now. Saitama and the platforms that they're in, the DeFi platforms are some of the biggest platforms out there, top platforms when it comes to security like that. Okay, and there were a lot of talk when Saitama was going over to V2. There were a lot of discussion about a lot of other developers. Well, how can the other developers get the same security that Saitama is getting with these other platforms, with the DeFi platforms and all of that stuff, swaps, all of that stuff also. And the issue that I remember a lot of developers talking about and conversing about was the fact that they did not want to start all over again. All right. Even when they had sort of a blueprint of how the better way to do security and the better way to secure their investors' investments, they did not want to start over again. And I just thought that was an irresponsible thing to even fix your mouth to say. All right, because we're talking about investors that are investing on this platform. If you know a way to do it, there's a difference between knowing a way and not knowing a way. Okay, or not knowing a way and knowing a way. There's a difference between that. All right, and there's a difference between knowing a way and doing and taking proper action and not knowing a way, okay, and not taking action or vice versa. That's irresponsibility. So that was a lot of the issue that was going on in Saitama, believe it or not, Saitachain, all of those, Sata swap, all of that, they're tops in security, yeah, whether you want to believe it or not, because I'm going to tell you like this. I've been investing in crypto for 9 years, way before Pancake Swap and Uniswap came out. When I started investing, swaps did not exist. You only had centralized exchanges, and you had experimental centralized exchanges at that. Okay? And, the thing is, ever since I can remember swaps coming out, they always have security issues. Okay, always had security issues. It has its flaws. They're not 100% bad, but since I can remember, since I can remember when swaps first came out, a lot of those swaps always stayed with the flaws. Okay, they never corrected. A lot of them never corrected security issues. Okay, and that's the issue that we're having now. That's why I also say that. Say Thomas, if they keep the foot on the gas, keep up the security, this is going to be a top 1 or top 2 swap. It's going to be a top 2 decentralized DeFi exchange swap platform. Okay, it's going to be top 1, top 2, because nobody else is correcting the issues. Okay, that have been talked about for years right now. All right, but anyway, I want to make this video. Saitachain is right where it needs to be at. I will always continue to say that. I love the fact that we are getting a lot of moves being made. Market cap is looking good. We went from 44 to 45 million. The volume is down, okay, and we had to expect that because we did break that. We did kill that zero. All right, and some other individuals out there probably took some some profits from that. All right, but the volume is down 37%, fluctuating right near our floor. Okay, I told you that floor was at least the old floor was between 450 to 500k, and right now, even with the breathing room we've had, okay, it's still at even with it being down 37%. Okay, we're still in the fab. So y'all, we may be building a new floor for our volume, which is good. All right, down 37%. You would expect it to be in the fours, but It's not. It's a newer trend we're starting to see now. We're in the fives, and it's just going to continue to work its way up. All right, so this is the small stuff I look at, y'all. Don't look at the price action. Look at how the other numbers are performing too. That'll tell you a lot about a project. It'll tell you a lot about it. All right. But anyway, y'all, this is my video. Remember, every now will be history tomorrow. You can have patience in this crypto investing space or lose in the end. And the thing is, you don't want to be a loser, because I want all of you beautiful people out there to be winners. This is my video, and I will catch all of y'all on the up and up. Howdy.